I'm playing it because it's the weekend.
It's not a subtle indication you're moving on.
Good job.
You got like a whole day of programming left on the station.
Right.
Glenn Beck catches
Some of
wind
us
this.
have hours and hours of work ahead of us still.
Not me, though.
Me too. Weird.
I'm napping.
I'll be
Good for
working
you.
until at least 9 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
I will be mostly
What's your
naked
other
by
job
10
now?
a.m. sleeping.
My work at Hyundai. Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Careful, there's a video feed.
Hyundai. Yeah, that's right.
Hyundai.
Ever tell you about the time I did an ad for Hyundai?
No.
It was in the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I've heard that.
story.
All right, somebody.
So your pot works now?
Well, it must have been just a problem with that cart.
Oh, okay.
That's the only thing that makes sense. So, like, somehow, Dylan,
Yeah.
like, you keep messing with the button bar. Like, every time I look at it, it's different.
Yeah.
Changes.
Okay.
So now my applause was gone. Okay, now it seems to be back, but I don't know if it's the right one. Hang on a second.
Should I?
That's not the right applause. I got to find the right applause.
like the one we...
That's not it. What are you doing?
Nothing.
That's not it.
I'm sitting here.
That's not it.
Put your hands up. What are you? Stop it, Dylan. What are you doing?
All right, you guys are screwing with me now.
All right. Well,
You feel
I don't know.
this is necessary?
Should I go to AM 950's 11th annual Blue State Ball tonight?
Yeah.
Yes.
And screw with them? I'm down.
Why not? Are you invited?
No, but it's open to the public. It's $40.
Psh,
Go fund me.
Nobody listens to that station.
Literally,
That's-
nobody listens.
It's not true. Stepdad listens to that station. I don't know what to say. I'm disappointed in him, but
I just pulled a sizzle. You know, I made a broad generality,
You did.
and then he's the one to jump in and go, well, hold on.
Well, come on now.
You're not being accurate. Hold on, I know a person, so it's not really fair to say nobody.
what are you doing, a John Spry impression?
That is a John Spry impression.
Yeah.
Or it's an impression of Dylan doing an impression of Andrew.
So I got some stories.
Oh, good.
I told this story during the break. 30-year-old Dmitry Nikolaev, a married Russian television actor,
Sounds like a Russian.
was
What?
Yes, it does. Yes.
What? He sounds like that's a Russian name. You could, if there's a love in it, it's probably Russian.
Dmitry wasn't enough to tip you off.
Well, no, because that could be like Eastern
anybody.
Ukraine.
Oh,
from
anyway, the guy with the obviously Russian name
And it says Russian in the
was
sentence.
having a drink at a bar in Moscow, which is also, I believe,
Russian.
last time you're the geography expert, but I'm pretty sure that's in Russia.
What
Yeah.
continent is Moscow in, Sizzle?
Asia.
I don't think that's true.
That
Yeah,
is true.
It is true.
It's in Europe.
No,
No,
It's not over the line?
I don't
Nope.
think so.
Russia is a part of Asia. Moscow is, I believe, the biggest city. St. Petersburg is the capital.
Russia crosses Asia and Europe,
Yes, it does.
but most of it's in Asia, and I believe.
And I've got no
Moscow's in
clue where
Asia.
the line is.
Pretty
I'm gonna
sure.
Look.
Anyway, he was having a drink at a bar in Moscow after a theater performance when a young, attractive blonde woman approached him. The
Run.
unidentified woman invited him to accompany her to a sauna where, according to police reports, they drank beer and kissed before he blacked out.
Run.
The next morning, Dmitry woke up at a bus stop to find that his phone and wallet were missing, but that's not all. So were his testicles.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Yeah. He was rushed to his hospital, where doctors informed him that the procedure must have been done by someone with medical knowledge, as the surgery was done skillfully, and his sac was carefully sewn up again following the removal
Oh.
of his
No.
testes.
Well, it could
Police-
have been worse
It could have been worse.
in many different ways. At least it apparently was done with
Could have
some
been
effort to keep him alive.
Yeah, they just wanted his.
So what's the point in living?
What?
They just wanted his
Oh, my God. I can't even imagine.
Russian newspaper Life News reports that the actor is having trouble figuring out how to explain the situation to his wife, and for now is simply telling her that he is at the hospital for a serious illness. Though given that the story is now all over the media, it's likely she's learned the truth. Police believe this was probably a result of organ trafficking. Organ trafficking.
Only in Russia.
Is there a market for Russian nuts?
Apparently.
I guess so.
There's got to be.
The best nuts around. That's why I like Russian nuts. Lightly salted Russian nuts.
You're the worst kind of people on earth.
I like my Russian nuts honey roasted.
Having one testicle removed need not diminish or reduce sex drive or erections, but because the testicles produce male hormones, men who have lost both of their little guys may experience a reduction in sex drive, difficulty in getting or maintaining and at attention. When both testicles have been removed, the next step is usually testosterone replacement therapy, which can be discussed with one's primary health care provider or urologist. So this guy's going to have to do that, I think, if he wants to, if it's true.
If this is true.
I don't believe anything out of Russia.
Yeah.
Moscow is in Europe,
I'm
by the way.
guessing this is untrue.
Catch that part where I said Moscow
Moscow's in Europe?
is in Europe.
No, see, you were wrong, Sizzle.
No, okay, sorry.
You're the geography
Jeez.
expert.
Ah, he's salty.
Well, no, I just
Like Russian nuts.
Yeah.
Fine Russian nuts.
Man, this is Sizzle's not playing any of our reindeer games today.
Oh. I didn't get my temper tantrum.
got mad
this week.
because
everybody got theirs, but I didn't get mine.
He got mad because I was trying to play the song to open up the post show and it wasn't working, and I went in there to look at the board. That offended him.
Well, and I'll admit that I'm the guy here who knows the least about how those things operate. Mm-hmm. But I don't think there's much of a gap between Dylan and myself.
there's a massive gap between that.
It took him a beat. Hey, wait, no.
There's all sorts of gaps in Minnesota.
No, I can't say that because every time he's helped me with the podcast, I've realized how little I know. How little I know.
Graffiti of what appears to be a male organ was found at Lehigh Senior High School.
Well, because Dylan and I talked about the male organ yesterday. You think you gotta be cool like us and
I figure that's what you're into. I'm just trying to, that's what you guys are into, right? You like talking dong.
Talking dong with Jack and Andrew.
Like after Walking Dead, there's Talking Dead.
After that, talking dong. Which you'd think was a talking penis. It's not. It's just a conversation about penises.
I've got other stuff.
No, let's get into
I've got non-dong related information.
I have no interest in that.
I'm brimming over with things that have absolutely no dong in them whatsoever.
Let's go back to the dong story you started. You finish it. We don't want to leave anybody hanging.
You see what you did there?
Mm-hmm.
Hanging like a dong?
Yep. All kinds of those all the time.
Wow.
Dongs.
I don't want anybody feeling blue because they didn't get.
Funny you bring that up.
Finish.
Should I go to AM 950's annual Blue Ball State tonight?
No.
Why would you call it a Blue State Ball? Just people can move the words around.
I wish Ben D. Johnson were still here.
Very pent up there. Dick story.
Just some kids at Lehigh Senior High School. The cafeteria windows were spray painted with large pictures of penises, multiple windows. Custodian staff at the school also found a large picture of penis. Penis. That's a weird place to stumble in a sentence. That's an awkward stumble. Also found a large picture of a penis spray painted in the middle of the courtyard floor, also with the words "paper planes" and a tic-tac-toe picture.
What?
That's the least creative person there.
Right.
You guys ever spray painted anything you weren't supposed to?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I
never graffitied.
What? Me neither. What have you tagged, as it were?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I spray painted a bike that I probably wasn't supposed to. Nothing like
Probably?
government property.
Probably weren't supposed to.
I wasn't.
There's some
supposed
gray
to.
area.
I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, you absolutely.
I thought it'd be
weren't
really
supposed
cool to have a gold bike.
But wait, it was your bike though?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's different.
I threw
That's
a bike
that's
at a
bad
guy
judgment
once.
as a kid on your own thing.
Yeah.
Cutting the hair of a doll, not intentionally damaging somebody else's.
No, I've always been raised to not damage other people's property.
I hate graffiti.
It's
Graffiti
true.
irritates me.
Me too.
It really bothers me. It bothers me more than it should. When I was in Tucson had terrible graffiti problems. Everything got tagged. I mean, there were buildings that weren't even finished being built had already been tagged several times. It was just awful. It just bothers me.
Yeah, when we were in Vegas, there was a bunch of graffiti when you left the strip.
Where were you?
Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas.
Vegas. When I was in Las Vegas.
Yeah, there's no place called Vegas.
When I was in Vegas, a bunch of graffiti, but it was like pointless. It was like 2 lines that said something that I couldn't read. If you're gonna do graffiti, at least be creative with it. Make it an art.
See, I don't even that, because there are some very good graffiti artists out there.
Right.
You don't own something, leave it alone.
Yeah, exactly. If
don't mess with other
and
people's
that's
stuff.
the thing. In a lot of metro areas, there's been places, walls, and areas designated that, you know what, if you want to tag here. It's fine, and nobody's going to get mad. And that's fine. And you're right. I mean, some of it looks really cool. There are graffiti artists out there now that do neat stuff, cool stuff, and I got no problem with that if you're doing it on places where it's been determined that they don't mind.
Yeah.
It's when you go tag in places that people's houses and businesses,
Trains.
it's just like, come on, man. You know, it's just, you don't do that.
It's rude.
Don't mess
rude.
with other people's stuff.
That's it.
One of the most angriest incidents I've ever had in my life was when I had my camping gear stolen from me. I had a pickup truck, and we went on like this, I don't know, a 2-week long, whatever camping trip with a group of friends. And we were in configuring how we were getting all the equipment home. I put a crate of my camping gear into a friend's truck.
Okay.
Because I needed room for something else.
Sure.
I don't remember why. Anyway, he went to his house. I went to my house. We unloaded all the gear. And the plan was in a couple days, we were going to meet at my parents' house, going to have a cookout and a barbecue at my parents' house. And he would give me back my camping stuff. So he brought it over in his pickup truck. I had my pickup truck there, transferred it from his pickup truck to my pickup truck, went inside, had the barbecue, we're drinking beers, hanging out all day, and when I came out, it was gone. Somebody had come into my parents' yard, my parents' driveway, and taken the crate of camping gear. And that to me was so rude and just a violation of my space. And like, why would you do that? That stuff has... That stuff has very little value, but it's stuff that takes a long time to accumulate, you know, and we built up we had a great stove.
Yeah.
We had this cool little camping oven.
Cool.
You know, it's like this little collapsible thing that you put over a fire and you can actually bake. Mm-hmm. It's really neat, you know, and all gone. All our sandwich makers, all our everything.
Not the sandwich makers.
Dude, those sandwich makers are awesome. Have you ever been camping and had a sandwich maker?
Yeah, the ones you like.
The ones you close up.
Close and you put over the
you make
fire.
little grilled cheese with them. Those things are
so good.
Those things are great.
What do they call it? Campfire pie or something like that?
I don't know. But you put butter in them, put a piece of bread, a couple pieces of cheese, close it up, stick it over a fire for a little bit.
You ever cooked with the Dutch oven?
No.
I
don't think so.
Giant cast iron pot with a big heavy cast iron lid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you have to dig a hole.
Yeah.
Put coals in the bottom, put the Dutch oven in.
I haven't done
coals
that.
on top, and bury it.
I haven't done that.
It's like what's the least, the most difficult way to do anything.
Yeah.
Well, you got to bury the whole thing. How do you check if it's done? Well, you have to dig it back up, then open it.
That just sounds
completely
awful.
impractical.
Yeah.
But yeah, people who like.
I hate people who steal.
People who steal.
I hate people who steal and people who vandalize.
It's just
makes me so mad.
What are you really getting out of it?
I know.
And it's again with the expense of your camping stuff. What's the value you're getting? What's the value I'm losing? Maybe not a whole lot, but just that it's not yours.
Right.
Where do you get the right? How does your brain work? Where you think that is now mine.
Right.
I get to own that.
Right.
I get to.
And this
that.
person had to come into my parents' yard, and they have a big yard. Mm-hmm. And so not like a driveway just on the road. So they had to come in on this big circular driveway, see pickup trucks, and it occurred to them, oh, I'm going to go see what's in the back of those pickup trucks. Maybe there's something I want to steal.
Yeah.
See this big crate. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they looked in it or not beforehand, and then decide, you know what, I'm going to take that.
How old were
you? For it.
How old were you when this happened?
I had to be 26, 27, maybe. I don't know. Okay. I don't remember exactly.
Thought maybe like if your mom had to do your post-camping laundry, she threw it all away so
No.
you'd stop camping?
No.
Never leave your car attended in Hawaii. They have a thing there where tourists leaving cars rental cars unattended.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a rental because you're not going to drive to Hawaii yet. Takes them 30 seconds cleaning out. Happened to my in-laws.
My car got broken into here in the parking garage.
That's happened quite a few times.
Well, I mean, I take my share of responsibility for that because I had one of those those little dash-mounted GPS things.
Garmin's or whatever.
Yeah, Garmin or a TomTom.
TomTom.
It was a TomTom, I'm pretty sure. But And I was told by numerous people, don't leave that.
Yeah.
People see it, and it's common to steal them. Just sort of assumed, well, I'm in the parking garage at work. It'll be fine.
It's fine. We're not a bad neighborhood. We're in St. Louis Park.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they smashed my driver's side window.
See,
For a TomTom.
And yeah,
That is
for a
probably-
TomTom.
For like a 99 maybe dollar.
Not from a pawn shop. You're not getting 99 from a pawn shop.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like brand new, and
Yeah, he's getting 25
$20 maybe. But everybody's got a GPS on their phone now. I mean,
Exactly.
I do what they used to say, and I don't know if you're supposed to anymore. I've got no clue. What you're supposed to do with your house when a tornado's coming, open up the windows, let it go through and not take your house down.
You
I
just
don't-
leave your windows open in your car.
I don't lock the doors. So if you want to go through and see I've got nothing in there, feel free to open the door and not
that
break
really
the
is
window.
that really is the key. Is just don't keep valuable things in your car.
Yep. The only thing I have of value apart from my children is my laptop. And the only time I leave that in the car is if it's between work and here, have to go somewhere. Other than that, I don't keep anything of value. My car with the toddler and the other one, what's his name? So gross anyway. Nobody wants to go in there. Nobody.
Now this I'm excited for.
Another penis related story?
No, no pinball.
I'm going to check out.
Close. Pinball. Pinball's bouncing back in the Twin Cities.
What?
Yeah, pinball's making a comeback.
Okay.
Enthusiasm for the retro arcade games once found in convenience stores and laundromats across the country is resurging as the Twin Cities area maintains a healthy, under-the-radar scene in a handful of metro hotspots, including
Calling it
Sunray
Uptown,
Lanes,
Uptown and 22 to 27-year-olds.
Sunray Lanes in St. Paul, Blainebrook Entertainment Center in Blaine,
been there.
and Mortimer's in South Minneapolis. Blainebrook has an amazing selection of pinball machines. Just an awesome selection.
I don't dislike pinball. But
Pinball's fun.
I think it's fun.
Pinball's a lot of fun.
It's not
There's
as
one
fun.
pinball game in particular. It's called Funhouse.
Okay.
That I'll drop $20 into a Funhouse easy.
Playing pinball.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, you will.
See, I
Yeah.
I dropped $20 into your fun house.
pinball's a fun game. Don't get me wrong, but
Pinball's
I can't.
awesome.
I can't sit and play it. I have
Oh.
too short of an attention span.
I love pinball.
Not at all surprised.
Love pinball.
I can't sit there and just.
I enjoy it. I'm
I'm not
probably would enjoy that more
particularly
than-
good at it. Like
Rather play whack-a-mole or something.
I don't. Nothing.
you would. That's about your level. Then come up hit it.
What?
Then come up hit it.
What would you guys rather play? Pinball or skee ball?
Skee
Pinball.
ball.
I'm with Dylan. Skee ball. I
Skee
could
ball's
play
so
skee ball.
much fun.
I could
I like
I could
skee ball.
starve to death because I'd forget to eat playing skee ball.
I don't dislike skee ball, but I like pinball more.
Jack, we should go to Dave and Buster's up in Maple Grove and do some skee balling.
I'd love to. Oh, can we go to your bachelor party?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cool.
Can we organize your bachelor party?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Come
I
on.
just want
I'm
veto
not going
authority.
to-
Don't be a coward.
I. No.
Don't be a coward.
I have gone to bachelor parties, declared that they sucked, and changed the plans on people. Like, this is dumb. Here's what we're doing.
How do you think Dylan's bachelor party is going to be? You think it's going to be a fun one, or you think it's going to suck?
He's got young
Who's
friends.
planning it?
I don't know.
Wait, are you in the middle of some type of who do I pick to be my best man, Jack or Andrew?
No.
Should we make it awkward? Make you choose?
No. As of right now, I have like
Which of these
6
guys?
groomsmen.
Which of these
And
guys that I've only known
they're
for
all
6 months? should I-
co-best men.
Oh no, you got to pick one.
I can't. I can't
Co-best
do
men?
it. I
Come
can't
on.
do it. I can't do it.
If everybody's special, nobody's special.
Everybody gets a ribbon in Dylan's world. Is that it?
Pick your
No,
favorite.
but I have. No, I can't.
Oh, they all get a participation medal.
I cannot because one is my
Make a
uncle.
decision.
One
Oh,
is my
come on.
cousin.
We'll
I
do
don't
it on
have.
the show.
It's not like I have a.
We'll pick your best man.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
let the listeners opine.
Yeah, we'll actually
that'd
make
be a
it. We'll
fun
make a
segment.
competition out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, who
Yeah.
should be.
Dylan's-
that way,
Dylan's
it's not
best
your
man survivor.
responsibility. And if you don't do it this way, Andrew, tell him you'll fire him.
If you don't do it this way, I'll fire you.
See, now you go. Now they can't blame you.
Well,
Done and
this
done.
sucks.
Yeah, Dylan's best man survivor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. We'll
Yeah,
make a
we'll do it like the
like a
Christmas song
competition
thing.
out of it. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know
vote.
who to choose.
We'll
Like,
have to have. Well, we
the-
got it.
the
we got
fellas,
it.
you don't
we,
have
We're
to.
taking care of it.
The fellas like
We are
the,
relieving you of that burden.
the IOC's the Olympic Committee. They can bribe us
Yeah.
with furs and prostitutes. Are any of
I'll
these
just
friends
take-
well off?
I'll take beer and pizza.
no. Most of them are college students.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
We need to come up with a series of competitions and criteria. Dylan, let us know what qualities you look for in a best man.
Well, one of the things they're going to have to do is because the best man, you're in charge, and you're in charge of the groom who's getting a S face, is you got to maintain your own composure throughout the night.
Yeah.
So we need to make sure we got to test these fine young men and see who's got the highest tolerance for alcohol.
Yep.
Oh God, I already know which one of my friends
A
has
couple of
highest tolerance.
simulation bachelor parties, so we can see what sort of things they would decide and they
Let
would
them
choose.
all plan a sampler,
Right.
and then which would be you, me, and the individual. Mm-hmm. And I guess Dylan, because he could practice too.
We don't want to spoil anything.
That's true.
No.
Okay, you, me, and the individual.
It's got to be fresh for him.
We'll go paid for by the individual. We'll go on.
We'll go where?
Well, they'll have to decide.
Well, these college students can't afford a pack of ramen noodles, so you're not going
So
anywhere.
either way, it's gonna suck.
It's gonna suck. Yeah.
Maybe.
Let's have to do a simulation on it.
Okay, maybe we should have a up and Adam bachelor party for Dylan. Have some type of pick a number of people who can come. Have a buy-in.
Like here in the Twin Cities News Talk town hall with
No.
listeners.
No. Pick like
And
6
strippers?
guys who want to pay up and then we go to a strip club.
I don't like strip clubs though.
Yeah, then that's where we're going. Bachelor parties aren't for you.
I don't.
They're for your
that's
married
what
friends.
That's one thing you don't
None
understand.
of my friends are going to be married though. Well, except for you guys.
Right.
The bachelor has the least amount of say in what happens in the bachelor party.
Absolutely.
The least amount. You
don't-
have no say.
They don't choose any of that.
No.
No man.
You're
would
along
choose
for the
that.
ride.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're the excuse.
Accept
don't
that.
like those.
Accept that.
You're the
Just accept
excuse so the
that.
married guy could walk into the strip club like he doesn't want to be there and he's just forced to.
You're right. Exactly.
That look on your face like,
Just accept it.
Yeah.
Just go with it.
I've been to strip clubs before, and I feel they're dirty, and I don't like them. And
well, you're
Doesn't
20
matter.
I'm
you're-
cheap.
You're 21.
None of this is relevant.
You're 21. You're surrounded by women all the time who you're not married to. This is new for, I mean, it's been a while. You understand getting married. You're done with all the others, right?
Yeah.
It is just Jen from here on out.
yeah,
Richer for poor. Mostly
hopefully
poor.
for richer. Yeah, mostly it's gonna be mostly poor. Yeah,
One.
yeah, I get it.
One.
I know. I understand.
Hey, did you ever eat that same thing for every meal the rest of your life?
No.
Because nobody would choose that. Choose wisely. 'Cause you're stuck with her.
How did
I
you
love my
manage
wife.
to get her to agree to that?
I don't know.
Maybe she's got some type of mental health problem.
Could be. Could be. Yeah.
Dylan's
And
okay with this.
I'm all right with that.
Peak Dylan. This is peak Dylan. Now, let us not forget, he no longer has to improve himself in any
Right.
way.
But I will. I am going to improve myself.
Why? How?
Yeah. Okay.
What makes it? Why would we believe that?
Yeah.
Your insane drive that you have.
I do have a lot of drive.
You've got a lot of drive for
Your
like.
attention to detail. Oh, wait.
You have a drive for titles. You're a title collector. Oh, show producer. What's next?
Oh,
You want to get better at that? No. What's next?
Do you want to get better at that? No. I've already got it. Why do I need to get better
Well,
at
what's
it?
next?
I'm glad you guys understand at least.
Oh, we have.
yeah.
We've understood for a while.
Oh yeah. No, marriage is a wonderful thing if you do it right.
Well, I hear a lot of people complain about being married, and
Oh, they do that for fun and for blowing off steam. If people didn't like being married, they wouldn't be. I love it.
do you? Mm-hmm. Good for you.
So I was looking on Ask Reddit,
Yeah.
because we use a lot of those on the post show.
Yes, we do.
And there's one, what common advice simply doesn't work? Which is a tough one. It's hard to think of something like that on the fly. I didn't think that would be a good conversation starter for the post show, but I thought what was interesting was the highest voted response
Okay.
is just ignore the bullies and they go away.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one.
Yeah, that is common advice though. And that sparked a whole set of comments. Bullies are like herpes. You can ignore them and they might go away, but they're never really gone.
Yeah.
It takes a long
And then you
time
have
for
sex
that to
and get
work.
unlucky and they come back and make fun of your penis.
Whoa.
No,
Was that
I
from
used to
Reddit
get
or you
bullied.
just saying
Took a weird turn.
I used to get
back to penises?
I used to get bullied. Dong. I used to get bullied a lot when I was a kid. I used to get bullied a lot when I was a kid because I was always a small kid growing up.
the truth is that, there's a lot of anti-bullying talk and a lot of they want to stop bullying. They want to get people, and the truth is the best way to stop a bully is something that they'll never admit.
Punch
they'll
that person in
and
the
they'll
face.
never promote. Show them that you don't have to beat them up. You just have to show them that you're not going to take their crap.
But what if
Yeah.
you're smaller?
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
I was always smaller than the kids who bullied me.
If you're
Not
gonna,
anymore.
even if you're a smaller kid, if you push back, bullies typically pick the easiest targets. And if you push back and you show them that you're not going to tolerate their crap and you're gonna give it back to them, even if you're smaller than them, they'll move on to an easier target.
Yeah. No, at first my mom was like, yeah, just ignore them. They'll go away. And then after that, I was like, Mom, they're not going away. They're still kicking my ass every day.
Physically?
Yeah.
Physically, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got beat
Bad?
up a lot.
Like dangerous bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Not like to the point where I'd end up in the hospital or anything, but I've been home with some fat lips before and stuff like that.
See, when it comes to that,
You gotta
hit back, hit hard.
hit back.
Well, yeah, and then I started fighting back, and that's when they all stopped.
Yeah, because they're not bullying you because they want to fight you. They're bullying you because they consider you weaker and they're getting a reaction out of you. And they don't want to fight.
Yeah.
The minute you start fighting back, the bullies are either going to stop bullying, which I bullied one kid, and I told the story before. I bullied one kid. He punched me in the face, never bullied anybody again.
Let's
Except every day of my GD life, Andrew.
everybody
Well,
go.
that's what
You're
I
a
do to
nice
you
guy.
isn't bullying.
Let's everybody go to
Well-deserved.
go to the Facebook page of their worst bully, and let's compare lives. Of course, at 21, things may not have changed so much yet for Dylan.
Yeah.
Is your bully on Facebook, Andrew?
Oh, I don't even remember. No, I was never bullied.
Of course not. You were the bully.
I bullied one kid and got punched and
Yeah.
stopped. I don't recall ever being. I don't recall
Very
ever being bullied.
soft.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I was always one of the biggest kids.
See, and that's
I was always bigger,
pardon the pun,
stronger.
huge. The kid who bullied me in junior high, he was one of these early puberty kids
Yeah.
who just hit it, and he got big and he got strong,
Yeah.
and he's still 5'7". He's as big as he was then
Oh,
now,
God.
which is hilarious. But yeah,
I never got
5'7".
messed with. I mean, I was always bigger than my peers,
I didn't.
stronger. There were very few people in my grade that could sort of match me physically.
Yeah, I was shorter than my girlfriend in ninth grade. I was
Yeah.
5'4" or something like that in ninth grade, and then now I'm 6'3" and 2 bills.
When did that happen? I shot up when I was 17, but I started high school around that size.
I shot up around 10th grade. I probably got to 5'10" or something like that. And then my first year of college, I actually got up to 6'3". So, or 6'2" and change, whatever you want to say. But
Did
yeah.
you not eat?
No, I ate plenty.
Because we talked
I
with,
I ate less when I got taller.
I talked with Matt Blair on my podcast yesterday, former Minnesota Viking.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking podcast. Download at TwinCitiesNewsTalk.com.
Yeah, that was tough.
But NFL player, he said poor family, didn't have a whole lot to eat growing up. So once he went to college and played football and was eating good food, a lot of food every day, he grew like a weed. I was done growing when I hit 18, 19, I think.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Minnesota's budget forecast is in. Surplus
More than before.
$1.9 billion.
Is that good?
Twice as much money to spend next year than previously thought.
It's good in that it removes any kind of argument you'd think about raising new revenue.
A better Minnesota tweeted a picture. Responsible budgeting works. Minnesota has a $1.89 billion surplus. If you have a $1.8 billion surplus, you are not budgeting responsibly.
You took too much.
You're not budgeting responsibly.
Yeah.
We
You
didn't.
Way too much.
We don't need to start another GoFundMe page.
Well, there's your. Yeah. I think it's $4 billion
Oh, my
short of what
goodness.
Governor
No.
Dayton wants for taxes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
the DFL is going to be taking a huge victory lap on this one. A huge victory lap.
If I make a sandwich for you that costs me $2 to make, but I charge you $20,
Right.
is that responsible on my part?
No.
No, it's
No.
a dick move.
And I'm a sucker for continuing to buy sandwiches from you. I'm a sucker to keep electing you to make my sandwiches for me.
Yeah.
Oh, God, this state.
I don't understand it. And then people and the general public didn't look at this as a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got money.
Well, I mean, a surplus is better than a deficit.
True.
And it's not like, you can reasonably expect the government to budget perfectly and not run a surplus or a deficit at all. But 1.9 is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And it's unbelievable that people will cheer this and think that this is great. This is, wow, what a great governor we have.
I take the fun out of the Post Show podcast.
Sorry. Well, it's breaking news. It just happened. What do you want me to do? Ignore it?
We could have Spry in on Monday, though I understand he's not the most exciting guy in the world.
Well, we need to devote some time to this on Monday for sure.
Yeah.
Spry would be good because he'll be able to spend his weekend actually looking into it,
Get in.
getting relevant nuggets of information out of it.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be 7 o'clock because I've got Doug Seaton already scheduled for 8 to talk about the PCA lawsuit. All right.
What about your friend Kurt Zellers?
Yeah.
Haven't had him on in a while.
Yeah, you're in love with him now. Now that he's not running for governor, you love him.
He's great.
Now that he's back to being his fun, normal self, you love him.
Oh,
You want to make his babies.
I don't know how I'd do that.
I got
Out of
text him
what?
right now. Want to make babies?
What would I make them out of?
Want to make babies?
I don't have any extra Russian nuts stored around.
With Andrew. We'll go for a full third wheel.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Want the third wheel on Monday and have Andrew's babies.
Another piece of advice that simply doesn't work, and this one drives me nuts. Do what you love, and the money will follow.
Nope.
That's not true.
Nope.
That's not true.
You ever done radio?
You cannot make money eating chest pizza or chest nachos.
Chestnut. I love chestnut nachos.
It's
Nobody's
so
going
close
to
to
pay
your
me
mouth.
to sit on my couch and play
You do it-
South Park: The Stick of Truth.
After you get better with chest nachos, you don't even need to use your hands.
Yeah, you
kind
can
of
use
lean a
your
little bit
tongue.
and falls in.
Do what you love, and the money will follow.
No, that's such.
That's not true.
I love radio.
I love radio.
Money, it's not a place to get rich,
But it-
and I would like to be rich.
Yeah.
But
Well, you can get rich, but
Find a job
very,
you love, and you'll
very,
never work a day
very-
in your life.
that can be true.
That can be true. Yeah,
That can be true.
I feel like if I stayed in radio, I wouldn't have to work a day in my life.
Well, you don't work though.
Yeah.
You go to the bathroom and check your phone, wander around.
You know what I love?
What?
Bacon sandwiches.
Yeah.
You know what's going to pay me
To eat them,
to eat bacon sandwiches all day?
I'll give you $20 if you eat bacon sandwiches all during the show on Monday.
That's a lot of
Make
bacon.
like 30. Not cooked.
no, just eat it
It's
slow.
not cooked bacon.
Oh, come on.
I don't know.
$20.
I love campaigning, but there's a lot that I don't love about campaigning. That becomes work. Radio, I've got to say, of all the jobs I've ever had,
Best job?
best job. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
God, what other? It's real world advice, trite advice. It doesn't
Common advice that simply doesn't work. Picture them all in their underwear.
I've never been able to do
work.
that.
Then you're giving a speech with an erection.
Yeah, if you,
Yeah.
well, maybe you are.
Yeah, you just
And I give speeches in nursing homes.
got to be one or doing it.
Yeah, if you're petrified of public speaking, if you get nervous public speaking, picture them. That
That doesn't work at all.
That doesn't do a damn. First of all, you can't really.
I think
Yeah.
the best way is to look at the crowd, but not like look at anybody.
look
Kinda
over
just
'em.
gla-
Look
exactly.
over them
Yeah.
or glaze
right over
yeah.
right over their heads.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think
or
that's the best way to do it.
sometimes I pick one person.
At the end of the speech, the person just
Stare.
sit there and just like, what the
I
F
lock
word
with
did I
one
do?
person the whole time.
That person bolts after the speech.
Hey, come on back! Wait, come on! I'm not done.
Not done looking at you.
I got 4 more paragraphs. Can't leave.
Oh, okay.
That bully one's probably the most accurate, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And the anti-bullying advocates will never advocate standing up to the bully. It's always, if you get bullied, you have to find an adult and tell them. That's actually the worst
Invitation to
thing
get your
you
ass
can
kicked
do.
harder.
And I hate this idea that people we're instilling in kids that you can't solve anything yourself.
Right.
You know, you can't handle situations yourself. You have to turn to authority.
Have things changed, though, now that people are bringing knives and guns to school and using them?
No.
I don't get
I don't
that.
think that's happening at any greater rate
Okay.
than it did when we were kids. It just gets reported more broadly.
If just nobody brings knives or guns to school, you wouldn't have to worry about, like, you just
Look,
get in a fight.
some kid brings a gun to school in Ames, Iowa, and we're going to hear about it.
Mm-hmm.
When you and I were in school, some kid brought a gun to school in Ames, Iowa. We'd never hear about it.
And it happened all the time. And
Right. You know, I mean, so that's the difference.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I've said this before, but I think being bullied can be motivating for you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
In many ways. Maybe you deserve to be bullied.
Yeah, I grew up in a crappy neighborhood, so bullying was almost like guaranteed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it you know, made me grow up to be a tougher person.
I was bullied by the cool kids who are also the dumb kids.
Yeah.
And never capitulated, and it kind of defined me in a way that I'm happy with. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm a little odd, but I'm okay with that. But I'm not working at the, living above the carpet store in my hometown.
You ain't a townie.
Right. Yep. On the other side of that, though, I would say that the advice, be yourself, isn't necessarily helpful all the time.
No.
It's a fine line between being pushed around.
Just be yourself.
Or be honest. That doesn't ever. That.
Really, I want to elaborate on this one.
Well, they tell you.
No, continue.
Everybody tells you, oh, always be honest with people. Well, no. If you be honest with people, you're going to get fired.
I'd like an
You're
example.
Gonna get, well, I don't know.
I would like an example of something that you would say to get you fired by me.
I would like an example of a
I'm
time
just-
that you felt like you couldn't be honest and with me, for example.
I can't give you an example. I couldn't tell you one.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying.
Come
like,
on.
No, if
I
you're always
promise not to
honest-
fire you.
Why are you
That
pushing
doesn't
it?
matter. No, but I'm just saying, hasn't there ever been a time where you're like, okay, I don't agree with this person, but if I spoke out like
That
against
must
my
happen
boss,
to you. Dude, that happens to you all the time, doesn't it?
I know that's
that
what I'm
happens
saying.
to you all the time.
Yeah, because my first instinct is usually to disagree with somebody.
Yeah, you constantly think that you're smarter than the person that's telling you
Well, that's not true.
how something should be done or how they want something done. You don't hide it
Have you
very
ever-
well. You don't hide it. Your body language and your facial reactions do not hide your absolute disdain
Oh, I
with
know
being
that.
given very simple direction.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
So there's never been a time where you guys wanted to tell the truth of your opinion on something, and that would have got you in trouble.
I can't think of a time.
Yes, constantly.
Exactly.
I'm honestly trying to think of a time where I've held back from sharing my opinion. It's all in how you do it. I mean, that's the thing.
Honey, do I look fat?
Oh, that's
No,
that's
no.
a trite example. I'm
Well,
thinking
no.
of
Not as bad as normal.
I'm thinking of a work example, like something at work.
Andrew, do you want to go out and do this for something for the station? Well, you're thinking in your head, no, not really. I don't. I've got better plans. But you're like, yeah, I'd love to. And then you get in trouble if you just said no. I've had that happen to me a couple times.
More than a couple.
More than a couple, yeah.
Because you constantly, your first reaction is no. And I think that's a thing. Some people are wired to lead with no when asked to do something. I've never really been. I'm wired to say yes
Yeah,
to things, and I always have been. My reaction, even if it's something I don't want to do, my reaction is always, well, let's figure out a way to make this work.
Which
and
can
that's
lead
actually
to
gotten me in more trouble at
Absolutely.
work than the opposite, because we'll get sales will often come in and try to they want to do things, they want to put things on the air, they want to put a weekend program on or something like that. That may not make sense, it may not be a good fit, but my instinctive reaction is always, all right, well, let's figure out a way to find a solution that does make sense. Whereas sometimes I just got to say, no, that's not happening, and send them on their way.
Yeah.
And that's hard for me to do. I struggle with that. And I've gotten in trouble here with our former general manager. I mean, the only time, the times that he's laid into me the most have been when I've been too accommodating.
The guy
to
who just
people.
left?
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't see him laying into anybody, but
Well, as harsh as he does.
Like when Mark
okay.
Davis is cool. No, as I've gotten older,
No, he can have a come to Jesus meeting if he needs. I mean, you don't get to that point in your career and cheat
Right.
as much as he had without being able to
Yeah, you're not
have
going to
come
nice
Jesus
guy your way to
meeting.
the top.
No.
I've gotten better with being more honest with people, even telling them things they probably don't want to hear. But I've also maybe backslid a little bit and try to exercise some judgment on, does this person need to be told the truth? Do I know everything in this situation where I can see the truth clearly myself? There's all kinds of things around here that I see as being dumb and terrible decisions. But I'm also new, so I keep my opinions to myself a lot.
See where I'm new, and I filter. No filter.
You're also 21.
You're new.
Is that because
It's
I'm 21, or is it
though,
because-
it's not so much that you're new and you don't have a filter. It's that you speak up about things that you don't really have a whole lot of knowledge about. You're so inexperienced.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think people get frustrated with you, is because your opinions are coming from a place of
No
Don't take
knowledge.
this the wrong way. Ignorance.
Yeah.
I don't take that the wrong way by
I
any
know.
means.
You're ignorant to a lot of things, and yet you're one of the loudest people in the building.
I think if your options are tell the truth, stay silent, or manipulate people to get what you want, manipulation is the worst.
I don't think I
of those.
manipulate people.
I don't think you do either, but some people do.
don't think
Instead of being,
And not my
instead of
first
being direct,
reaction
they
isn't
will,
always no. It's,
I'd like to see Dylan try to manipulate people.
No, I can't.
That
I
would
don't
be,
know how.
That would
to.
be entertaining.
Yeah.
I don't know how to.
All right, I promise to be in bed at 10 o'clock today, and we're still here.
Bye.
I'm done.